Welcome to week 9 of Sadermedia Pick'em. We've got some good games this week, so let's get started. I want to start by introducing all of our guests here today, same as last week. Thank you guys for being on the show.
Pleasure.
Of course.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Let's get started by looking at last week's results, shall we? Coach Brandenburg, were there any games that really stuck out to you?
I'll tell you, I really feel like that last game, the Georgia-Texas game, I thought that was a no-brainer, but obviously it wasn't. You know, Georgia really impressed me with their physicality. Mm-hmm. I thought it would be the other way around, and obviously it wasn't. So that was the only game I lost, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. How about you guys? Any games that you thought stood out?
Yeah, that Texas game really surprised me. I was disappointed on how the team played. And also I was kind of surprised about the Michigan game, but Illinois looks like they're, strong this year, so.
Well, I knew I was in trouble when BYU pulled off that last second touchdown with no time on the clock pretty much and no timeouts, 30-some yards. And that's how I went 0-1 to start the week. I was in a little trouble. So, impressive, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was sweating that one out big time.
I wasn't really surprised about the Georgia-Texas game. I had that one dialed up. So, let's look at our records from last week. So, in first, we got Mr. Brandenburg, only getting the Texas game wrong. Myself going 6-2, and then Coach Honick 5-3, and Judge going 4-4. Judge, what happened there last week?
Yeah, it's a sham. It's all fake. All the teams I picked should have won, but things happen.
Yeah.
You think it's rigged?
Yep.
All right. I don't think Coach Brandenburg agrees with that. But
they followed his script this week.
All right. Let's look at this week's schedule. So we got one Friday night game, and then the rest are on Saturday all day. Let's get into the pick, shall we?
Let's go.
So first game of the week is the Texas local favorite game of the week, Texas Tech at TCU. Coach Brandenburg, start us off.
All righty, Texas local favorite game of the week, Texas Tech at TCU. And this one, Texas Tech coming off a loss to Baylor, which was surprising. The Tech is it's a hard team to figure out this year. TCU beat Utah last week in a real defensive struggle, kind of against the norm. They've been scoring a lot of points this year. I got to go against my homeboy Mason Tharp, Klein graduate, number 80, plays for Texas Tech. I'm going to go with TCU, the home team, to pull out the victory.
Good. Judge?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Texas Tech on this one. I have a lot of buddies up there, and they're hyped for this game. This is going to be very, very competitive. So, yeah, I'm going with Tech.
Okay. Coach Honick?
Tough one. Ping pong game going on here. I keep going back and forth.
For sure.
But I believe it's a tough one. I think I'm going to go with TCU at home.
TCU. I think TCU is going to take it. I think the passing game is just going to blow Texas Tech away, and TCU is going to win it. Let's go on to our next game. Surprise team game of the week. Number 12 Notre Dame at number 24 Navy. This is going to be an exciting game. Lots of people are going to be watching this. Who wants to start us off?
I'll take this one. Okay. I actually think that Notre Dame is going to win this game. I've just always liked their program, and the coach has been very nice to me as well. So I'm going to take Notre Dame.
Coach Brandenburg?
Yeah, it comes down every week, these picks. You either use logic or you use your heart, emotions. Man, my heart says Navy, but my, the logic goes with Notre Dame. Hasn't been, both the service academies, West Army and Navy are undefeated. And that hasn't happened since 1945, at the very end of the fall of World War II, or the end of World War II. My heart again is with Navy, but I'm going to go Notre Dame. Notre Dame in this one.
Okay, Coach Honick?
Yeah, I understand the dilemma, and again, I like them both as well. And either way that wins, I'll still be happy. But I'll tell you, as much as I want to say Navy, I cannot. Notre Dame.
I like Navy. I want Navy to win, but I'm going to have to go agree with everyone else. I think Notre Dame's going to win. Riley Leonard is a great two-way threat. He's going to show his talents, and I think Notre Dame's going to win. Next game, Good Records Game of the Week. Number 17, Boise State at UNLV. So, Coach Honick, take this one?
I'll get it. I'll tell you what, I've got one of my ex-players that plays for Boise State in the basketball program, R.J. King, and I got to tell you, I've watched that about 3 of their games this year, and that running back is amazing. I don't think there's any way I can pick against them. Boise State.
Okay, Judge?
Yeah, same here. Ashton Jeanty, what he's doing at Boise State is unheard of, unfathomable for any running back that's ever played the game, honestly. It is just historic what he's doing. And if he doesn't, slow up, it's going to be the best season of anyone ever to play football. So I'm definitely going to take Boise State this game.
Coach Brandenburg, what do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to go against that rushing attack of Boise State. It's lethal. They're coming off a bye week. Their only loss is against the number 1 team in the nation right now, Oregon. UNLV did beat Oregon State last week, so they're a legit program. But I got to go Boise State as well.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with everyone else here. I don't think this is even a question. Boise State, Ashton Jeanty, Heisman numbers out here. So give me Boise State. Next game, overhyped game of the week. Number 12 Missouri at number 15 Alabama. I actually think this is going to be a good game. Coach Brandenburg?
Yeah, I do as well. When's the last time Alabama was 1-2 in the SEC? I think this is a bounce back game for the Crimson Tide. I got to go with Bama, especially at home.
Yeah, Coach Honick?
I believe Alabama's missing some key defensive players. I believe Missouri's missing a key offensive player. I'm going to go home team, Alabama.
Okay. Judge?
Yeah, same here. I'm going to take Bama because I'm going to stick with them, even though they lost last week.
Yeah, once again, I'm going to have to go with everyone else. I think Bama's gonna take the win, and I think they should be ranked higher than 15 personally. Next game, most clout to lose game of the week. Number 5 Texas at number 25 Vanderbilt. Coach Brandenburg, start us off.
Man, I would love to pick Vandy in this one. They're at home, but man, Longhorns got redemption on their mind after last week's debacle, I'll call it, in Austin at home. So I'm going Longhorns in this one. Big.
I'm going to agree. The same thing. They lost last week. They were on top of the world, and now they got home with a little bit. So I think they're going to try to destroy Vanderbilt. So I'm going to go Texas.
Coach Honick?
I believe there's going to be a little hangover from that loss for sure, and I'm not sure it's going to be a positive one or negative one. But as much as I want to get different than the rest of you guys, I got to go with Texas.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I picked Texas to lose last week. It ended up being true. And you know what? That's going to happen again. Texas is a bunch of frauds. Texas is a bunch of frauds. Give me Vanderbilt. Sorry, guys. I had to.
Impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see them winning. Next game, upset alert game of the week. Washington at number 13 Indiana. Coach Honick.
IU, baby. Hoosiers are going to pull it out. Man, they looked good last week. Huh? Pretty easy win. I'm still with them. All about basketball.
Coach Brandenburg?
Yeah, I got to agree with Coach Honick. Man, the Hoosiers, I think, are for real. I think their undefeated season continues. I don't even think this game's going to be close. I think Indiana's on a roll, and I just think I think they're the real deal. I got Indiana.
Judge?
Yeah, same here. I'm going to take Coach Honick's basketball logic and go IU.
All right. Well, as much as I like an upset, I don't think Washington's going to win. Indiana's ranked 13th for a reason, and they're at home. Indiana's going to win. Next game, tournament bubble game of the week. Number 8 LSU at number 14 Texas A&M. Judge, what do you think?
I'm going to take A&M because, I don't really like to see A&M win, but I do think they'll beat LSU this year, so I'm going to take them.
Coach Brandenburg?
Yeah, I think this is the toughest game to pick right here. Basically, whoever loses this game, I think their season's over as far as aspirations to make it to a big bowl game or even in the playoffs. But I got to go with A&M on this one. The Aggies at home, hard to pick. This is an emotion game. LSU probably have just as many, well, not as many. They're going to have a lot of fans in the stands, I'm sure. It's going to be a good game, really good game. But I got the Aggies.
Coach Honick?
Well, I just now made my pick. Here's the deal. I want A&M to win. Make no doubt about it. But I can't catch Brandenburg if I have all the same picks. So LSU it is.
Putting the pressure on them.
Yeah. Interesting route there, trying to take over the league.
I don't like losing.
But what happens if LSU loses?
Then you're two back.
I'm not scared.
Then you're
Let's
back
go.
too. All right.
He's rolling the dice.
All right. I think this is the best game of the week. I think this is game of the week, actually. I think it's going to be really close, but I think A&M is going to pull through, and I think they're going to win at home. And now on to the real game of the week. Number 20, Illinois at number 1, Oregon. Judge, you sound excited. You want to start us off?
Yeah, well, I actually just got recruited by Oregon, so I'm going to take the O. I'm going to take Oregon.
Good pick. Coach Honick?
Yeah, it's going to be hard to say anybody else in that game but except Oregon, just because home game, and they're pretty good, by the way.
Coach Brandenburg?
Yeah, Oregon rolls. Oregon rolls big time. I really like the coaching staff at Oregon. They're the real deal. It's going to be tough. Illinois is having a great year, right? And hopefully they can hang in there as a Big Ten guy, original Big Ten guy, right? But I think Oregon rolls at home.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you guys. I think this is going to be a blowout personally. I think Oregon's offense is just electric. I think Oregon's going to win and stay at number 1. So that's the end of our pick'em. What do you guys think?
Sounds like we're on the same page for the most part. Go LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game that separates everybody. I think everybody's else on the same page. So Honick has that game.
Plus, there's an old sticker on the back of my truck that can't get off LSU. So another reason.
Yeah.
Boo Tigers.
Good week of games. I think we're all on the same page for just about everything. But thank you guys for tuning in. Come back next week to see our results, and we'll make our picks too. Thank you. Good job, guys.